Phoenix International Mega, Optic 21 blaster, Optic 23 blaster, and an under wraps helmet. That's what's in it. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get it on up in there right quick like. So I got that set up. Let's do that. Then let's do this. All right. And it is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Have at it. That's right, Trey. It's ripping. It's ripping time. Let's get that set up here. All right, so I'm going to take this off. I need to check that real quick before I do anything. Let's put the brake up there. Take a screenshot of that for your records if you feel the need to. If not, everything's always on YouTube forever and always, so don't worry about that. All right, let's get this down here. I'm taking the overlay off and we're ripping. Now what? We're going to do the helmet last. We're definitely doing the helmet last. Look at it creeping up like that. Ooh. Ooh. We're going to do that. We're doing helmet last. Good morning, Baldy. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. This, that, this first, and then the helmet last. Because that's what I said. Good luck, everybody. It's ripping time. The best time of all times. Smooth these over a little bit. How's that looking? We look all right? Can you see? All right, all right. We'll roll with that. We're going to roll with that. Good luck. Jerry Ditzel's my driver. Jerry Ditzel. Good luck, everybody. Empty box. We've got David Montgomery to start out the morning. Roma Dunzi on the base rookie. Okay. Dion Dawkins and an AJ Bonner. Tyrone Tracy Junior. Caleb Williams on the select certified. Corey Trice, that's numbered for the Steelers, out of 299. And Rico Dowdle. How about that? What happened? Did somebody not get their squad? Did somebody not get their squadron? Don't worry, it won't be the only one. That shouldn't be the last break of the morning, I wouldn't think. Chris Jones. CJ Stroud. We got a die-cut rookie. Braylon Allen for the Jets on the Givey team. And Isaiah Likely. Oh, somebody swooped in there, Sarah, and got him. I don't know who it was. It could have been Arkham. It could have, who knows? It could have been Doc. It could have been any one of them. It could have been them all. Everybody was trying to get that squad. Two tag a bag of raviolis. Fred Taylor. CJ Mosley and a Xavier Worthy. I like you. Here, we'll put Xavier up there for Gavin. That's probably in his yearbook. That's what it says. Vidal, Jordan Davis, Brian Thomas Jr. on the future for the Jags, and Danielle Hunter for the Texans. We've got Malik, Nico Collins, Xavier Worthy turbocharged, and a Carson Steele. Okay. Let's get into that Prism retail. I want a good checkerboard. They got green cracked ice too. If you've never seen one of these open, there's more than a couple packs of base cards. More or less, this would be the box if you walked into Walmart and they had an open box for you to buy individual packs. This would be that box. checkerboards, green cracked ice, and probably a couple of silvers too. Bryce Young, David Montgomery, Dwight Freeney, and a Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. They can, Doc. They can. I think it's on average in these. There's 2 silvers, and those can be. It could be Myers, Byers, Moore. Oh, checkerboard right off the bat. Shaq Thompson for the Panthers, going to Big Willie Style. Brian Urlacher, James Lofton, Kyron Williams, and Blake Corum. That was an early checkerboard. Second pack. Next break is pinned at the bottom, folks. Next break is pinned at the bottom. Picture and description should be accurate. Ferguson, Milano, Lewis, and Bosa. Daniel Marino, Danny Dimes, Latu, and for the Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr., Kid Reporter, on the green cracked iced fireworks. We take those, Hitman. We take those. Ed McCaffrey, Pacheco, Juju Smith-Schuster, and a Rashad White. That's a good question, Kimberly. I don't know. 24 hours is rough. I've done it a few times. You got to get acclimated to it. That's for sure. DJ Moore, Gardick, Dallas Turner, and on the silver is a Herbie for the Chargers. It's Herbie. Deshaun Watson, Bo Jackson, and Jonathan Allen, and Christian McCaffrey. Mark Andrews, Joe Mixon, Cooper Kupp, and a Quinyon Mitchell for the Eagles, going to Jazz. Aubrey, Randy Moss, we got another checkerboard. Willie, and the team is the Eagles. It is a rookie. They've got a lot of them. Good luck. This time it's Johnny Wilson for the Eagles. There it is. There it is. I think you'd have to at some point. Adams, Cam Chancellor. Let's see here. Yeah, good call there, Doc G. Jalen McMillan. And for the Green Bay Packers, Marshawn Lloyd on the green cracked ice. I'll do my best. I'll do my best, Arkham. Problem is they've gone up because there's less of them. So that means if we did, so would the players. Bennett, LaFleur, Stafford, and Garrett Wilson. Bethany, Gibbs, Anderson, Franklin, and Newbin. I'm not sure when the next one drops, Arkham, but I know. I think is it Finest, Lamb, Burks, Quick, and our True Green Cracked Ice is actually not bad at all. Vita Vey. That is their heart and soul on that defense right there. Big chunk. Big chunky. Going to Emrod. Why is that? Only on the weekends does that show like that. Ed Oliver, Bradley Chubb, and Patty Mahomes with a Joseph Alt. And if anybody has questions about what can be in those helmets, just let me get this ripped and I can go over that with you. Elway, Swift, Stevenson, and Lava. Daniel Carlson, George Kittle, Braylon Allen for the Jets, and a hype Puka Nakua for the Rams. Going to Trey. I need a Theo. Kyle, my favorite 2024 product this year is actually Topps Chrome Cosmic. Now, there's no guaranteed autos in it, but man, when they show up, are they fun. And so are the Planetary Pursuits. Stroud, Olakun, our last checkerboard is here. It's a Seahawk this time. Kenneth Walker III for the Seahawks going to Ark Dissel. We take those. We take those. It's like that, y'all. Is that like a hot toddy? 3 Theos? Baker, Hushmanzada, Peterson, and J.C. Latham. Zay Flowers, Zamir White and Devontae Smith, Emmanuel Forbes. I figured. I pulled a number Theo yesterday. Nobody saw it. Deron Bland, Rashawn Gary. It's Tip. And our silver is an Eric All for the Bengals. Kid Reporter. This guy keeps getting hurt. Kyler Murray, Zachary Moss, John Jefferson, and Brock Purdy. You do get all cards, folks, by the way. Base, all that stuff, it gets shipped. Michael Pittman Jr., Demario Davis, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., and for the Jags, Brian Thomas Jr. on the prismatic green cracked ice. Oh, yeah. It's Jesse Bates III, Javon Holland, Tony Baselli, and Richard Sherman. All right, that's the end of the retail there. The retail's done. Emptiness. There's a Donovan for the Cowboys. Jackson Dart for the G-Men. Giamai on the original gridiron for the Bengals. Bo Nix, Joe Burrow, and T. Higgins. Tosif Burrow. You missed a Tosif Burrow. Good morning, Beer Toe. Terrence Ferguson for the Rams. Jalen Lane. Mr. Scatabo on the startups. Xavier Worthy. Christian Watson. And Jonathan Taylor. It's Scat. Elijah Arroyo for the Seahawks. Jalen Royals for the Chiefs. Jaden Daniels on the original gridiron for the Commanders. Jonathan Taylor, Van Ginkel, and Myles Garrett. I'm the Scat Man. What up, 9K? Luther Burden III. Colston Loveland for the Bears. Savion for the Pack. Omarion Hampton for the Chargers is at a 149. Dak Prescott and A.J. Bryana. Next break is pinned at the bottom. Similar but different. Similar but different. That's right, Doc G. Skibidi-bidi-bada-bo. Yom-da-da-do. There's a Genty for the Raiders. Kyle McCord. A nice Jalen Milroe on the variation going to Arc Thistle. Jalen Noel for the Texans out of 299. Jared Verse and Matthew Stafford with the Kid Reporter. Doc G needs sleep. Go to sleep, Doc G. Go to sleep. Sounds with Primo. I should do one of those audio tapes where, you know, where you're just, I don't know if y'all have ever listened to it. There's a name for it, but the person like makes you close your eyes and then they tell you all these things to imagine and then you pass out. Good morning, Unbreakable. Jalen Noel. Tootin for the Jags. Kyle Williams for the Pats. Mr. Shuck for the Saints. Velli and Tyreek Hill. I think I could pull it off. Sounds with Primo. Deep thoughts with Primo. Not too bad, Unbreakable. We're about to get into some hobbies now. Sit and hang out for a bit. We're about to get into the hobby boxes now. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen, folks. I think. It is. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Similar but different. Similar but different. All right. Resurgence is up. Not yet, Jamie. It might be time for it. This just might be the time. And then we've got a Donruss hobby over there, and we've got an Under Wraps helmet over there. So we still got a little ways to go here. Is the RPA on this side? Yes, it is. Empty box. It's Archie Manning. Bo Jackson and Joe Green. Richard Sherman. Mr. Eichenberg for the Raiders. Frank Gore Voltaic. Will Shipley. And Ricky Parasol. Everything was just better back then. It was the best of times. You realize a lot of us, not all of us in this room, but a lot of us are the only ones that have either lived when we didn't have everything and transitioned into when technology boomed into what it is today. We grew, we got to experience what we experienced, and then we morphed into this. Some people were born into this. Some people were born into what this is now. We are the last of a different time. Onward with the break. John Riggins, Drew Bledsoe, Sterling Sharp, Champ Bailey, John Riggins on the refractor, Good Ace, doing well, Jermaine Burton out of 149, Quinion and Blake Corum. That's right, JR. And it was good to have a friend that had those, because not everybody had a set of encyclopedias. Or what about when you needed that encyclopedia, that letter? You needed that letter, but guess what? It's not there. Somebody has it right now because they're doing the same report you're doing. Jason Witten, Devin Hester, Andre Rison, Ricky Williams. Hang on. Joseph Montana out of 275. Xavier Worthy on the circuit breakers, Drake May, and a Trey Benson. No Red Bulls for me, Ace. I'm Yerba Mates. Niners. Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Largent, little Aaron Donald. Eddie George out of 225. That's my favorite variation right there. Even though it's high numbered. Bryce Young, Kalen Bullock, and Jonah Ellis. Some people had them, some people didn't, Sarah. But it was good to have that friend that did have them. If you could find them. Maurice Jones-Drew, Terrell Davis, Anthony Munoz, Jim McMahon. Thought something was behind that. Andre Reed. For the Saints out of 75, Drew Brees. Michael Hall Jr. and Trevin Wallace. There was a time when we did need them, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't all of the time. C.J. Stroud, Torrey Holt, Rob Gronkowski, Michael Strahan. Our refractor is Darius Robinson. Malik Neighbors on the circuit breakers, Devin Leary, and Jordan Morgan. Arkham, no fair. Phil Simms, Fred Bolitnikoff, Steve Young, Joe Theismann. Marshawn Lloyd out of 10 is our first auto. Wow, that's different. For the pack, who got the pack this time? I'm not going to say that name that I have on my sheet. But it's out of 10, 6 out of 10. There you are, Zach. Yeah, I'm not going to say that other name. Troy Aikman on the conductors. Chris Jenkins and Michael Pratt. Rippin' Robinson. I see you, Rippin'. Charles Woodson. What the? Bob Greasy. Jim McMahon, Andre Reed, Tyke Smith on the refractor, Xavier Legate on the voltaic, Xavier Worthy, and Lad McConkey. Good morning, sir. Good morning. It's football Sunday. The Lions don't play till Monday, so I just get to sit back and judge everybody else's teams. Troy Aikman. J.J. Watt, Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, Drew Bledsoe on the refractor, Bo Jackson, Malachi Corley, and Tyrese Knight. There's an auto in this one, so I'm going to do the switcheroo. Me and Mister just sitting there judging everybody else's teams. It's going to be a good time. Eric Dickerson, Anthony Richardson, John Elway, Roger Staubach. Oh, what do we got here? Kalen Bullock at a 225. Randy Moss on the refractor for the Vikings, Glimmering Gleam. A.J. Buana and Keon Coleman. Hey, look, a Bill. I'm going Titans, John. I'm going Titans. It only sounds right. It sounds right. The Colts have been just tearing it up. Colts have been one of the best teams in the league, and we're going to see if that stays true today. That's Arkham, you're right. You're not wrong. You don't have to throw that part out there, mister. I'm muting Arkham for the rest of the live. Donovan McNabb, Troy Polamalu, Doug Williams, Richard Sherman on the refractor. Should be an auto here. For the Colts, it is Adonai Mitchell on the auto. We'll take that. We're going to take that note. CJ Stroud conductors, Will Reichert and Olu Fushanu. What's the RPA going to be? I'm calling Brock Bowers. I'm saying the RPA is going to be a Brock Bowers. Adonai. Doc G. Bobblehead says JJ. That can't happen in here, Bobblehead. Just so you know, for future reference, JJ's not in tops. Emmitt Smith, Jim Kelly, Jonathan Ogden, Jason Taylor, Dallas Turner, Caleb Williams, Brett Favre. Look, everybody's chanting Theo. 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 It is Jalen McMillan for the Bucks out of 99, 98 out of 99 to be exact. And we'll take that. A little RPA action for the Bucks. Going to Imra. Yes, we certainly do. All right, we got a Donruss and we got a helmet left. Every break that I did today does have a Donruss hobby in it, and it also has a helmet in it. Keep it fresh. Oh, there's that big old patch that's in these. Empty. And again, just in case you do get all cards, by the way. I'm just not top loading every single thing. But I do top load quite a bit. Brian Thomas Jr., Jim Kelly, Keenan Allen, Nick Scourton for the Panthers, Bryce Young, Kyron Williams, a Caleb Johnson for the Steelers, Bomb Squad, Jaden Daniels, Chase Brown, and Stephon Diggs, Kid Reporter. Beerto, my question of the morning is who's going to have the best fantasy day? And I chose Baker Mayfield. Doc G, stop it. You stop it. You're not supposed to have the cognitive abilities right now to put things in the chat. Vita Vey, Tony Richardson, Kyle McCord, Chade, Cade Otton, Marquise Brown, Dominators Khalil Shakir, Abdul Carter on the throwback, Jackson Dart on the bomb squad, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. Oh, Jamie says Prescott, huh? Primo's glitching out. Error. 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 John Day 5. It's Chade. Hines Ward. Khalil Shakir. Zabel. Zarquez Hunter for the Rams. Jalen Polk. Dak Prescott. Action All-Pros Trey Hendrickson. A Paul Warfield for the Browns. Braylon Allen and John Lynch. That's right. Short circuit. Chris Olave. A little Jalen Milroe action. Najee. Warren Moon. Unleashed. I haven't seen that yet, and that is sick. What is that? That's got to be a short print. Unleashed. Jaden Daniels. That's sick. Look at that bad boy. That ain't a downtown, but it's sick. And guess who has the Commanders? Well. That's nasty. That's nasty. I need to look at the checklist and see who else is on that right there, because I kind of want that card. Scatabo. Elijah Arroyo. Bryce Young on the bomb squad. Alec Pierce and Patty French fries. There, I thought there was copacetic. Or not for those. Is there not a checklist for Unleashed? Arkham got a Chade Daniels on the Unleashed. Samuel. Tillman. Missing nameplate Baker Mayfield. We'll take that. Not that I saw. Nope. Iman Gainwell. Rousseau. Tyreek Hill on the Dominators. Bomb Squad Caleb Williams. Jewel and Chade Johnson. It's Theo. It's true. It's true. Sayshawn. Bro, Theo was in there, and that was in there. What are the odds? Saquon Barkley, Russell Wilson, Jamal Charles out of 50. 16 out of 50 for the Chiefs. Dylan Sampson. Whoa, now. Didn't know he was in there. That's a nice looking card. Look at that. Dak Prescott on the auto. 22 out of 25. That's kind of sick. That's not a bad card at all. Who got Dallas this time? Billy Martin. Some kind of like a throwback. Sonny's like, meh. Don't forget we still got a helmet back there too. Donovan McNabb, TJ Hushmanzoli, Elite Series Bryce Young, Bomb Squad Samuel Darnold, and Josh Hines Allen. He do have nice auto, though. Ya heard me. Jamar Chase. Jordan Addison. Deion Sanders for the Falcons. Ty Felton. Byron Murphy. Josh Jacobs. Charles Woodson on the Gridiron Kings. Roma Dunze. Samuel Laporta. And Gabriel Davis. Kid Reporter. Yeah, absolute. That's absolute. Which should be soon, actually. It should be soon. Not too long from now. We'll be doing a little bit of that. We'll probably do some case breaks of the it won't be too expensive either. It'll be nice to get into. Because really, that's all you're really going for, are those and that. You get other stuff, but that's really all you're looking for. Schultz. I'm still waiting to see a numbered Gridiron Kings. I haven't pulled one of those yet. Henry. Harold Fannin Jr. Dwayne Bowe. Alexander Madison. Will Howard for the Steelers on the retro rookie, or rated rookies retro. Those look probably the best of the inserts. Jackson Dart on the Gridiron Kings. Tyler Warren. Anzalone and Baker Mayfield. Well, I had the time of my life. Yes, they did, Beerto. Yes, they did. Mike Evans. Jeffrey Simmons. Dwayne Bowe. Abdul Carter. Mr. Mapu. Terry McLaurin. Jackson Dart on his glamour shot photo there. Justin Herbert on the Bomb Squad. Michael Wilson and Rich Gannon. How you doing? What up with it? What up with it? Good morning, blissfully. Anthony Richardson. Jamal Charles, Jordan Watkins. Shammai for the Bengals. Michael Pittman Jr. Xavier Worthy. A nice little Matthew Golden for the Pack. Dylan USOB has rolled over and he is awake, folks. He's here. Say hello. Jalen Hurts. Troy Franklin. And Fairbairn. You see that unleashed up there, Dylan? In the middle up there at the bottom? Right there. Trent Green. Okonkwo. Tyreek Hill. Mason Graham. Blake Groupie. Derrick Henry, Dominators Christian Gonzalez, Saquon Barkley, champ is here, Breece Hall, and Christian Watson. Jonathan Taylor, Brock Bowers, Tyler Loop, James Cook, Leonard Williams, a nice little should-doer for the Browns going to Doc Muty. Throwback Pat Bryant for the Broncos. Travis Hunter Bomb Squad, Edgerrin James, and John Jefferson, and a Kid Reporter too. Well, thank you, Ace. I hope that's the case. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Oh no, Stinky. What was the card? Jonathan Mingo. Devin Hester. Oh, a missing nameplate Bo Nix. There you go, Copacetic. That's not too bad. Take that. Yeah, bro. UVA went out and found a bunch of seniors and added them to the team, and it's working. Jalen Noel. Jerry Judy, Jared Verse. A Christian Gonzalez action, all pros for the Pats. Caleb Johnson for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ricky Parasol and Nick Bonita. And I'll do a recap of all this. We still have a helmet to do over here. I don't think we've got a ton of teams left in that next break pinned. You'll have to give me a little bit of time because I'll have to do a roll call and get the names filled in. But we can just sit and chat while I'm doing that. And then I'll put another one up there. Cole Kmet. Devontae Smith. Barron. Christian McCaffrey. Lamb Jack. Jordan Love on the Gridiron Kings. There you go. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Trey Harris for the Chargers. Champ is here. Milton Williams. Justin Jefferson and EJ Speed. Well, when did you hit that, Holly Creek? You hit that Friday? Yeah, that hadn't even been shipped yet, I wouldn't think. Unless you hit it Thursday. That one might be shipped. Culpepper. Chad Johnson. Shadir. Matthew Golden out of 199. Okay, all right. Ooh, there's a nice little patch behind it, too. It's Randy White. Last night a DJ saved my life. Randy White was out of 425 for them boys. Them boy. Boys are eating in this Donruss. Yes, they are. We've got Jalen Wright. Micah Parsons, Elite Series. Mr. Shuck on the Bomb Squad. Musgrave and Miller. That was an excellent pack. This has been an excellent box. They definitely look better than that last year. No doubt about it. 100. B-Wax, I do know who's not eating. And hopefully, whatever's in that helmet helps somebody that didn't get something along the way here. George Kittle. Mike Williams. Graham Mertz. T. Suggs. Art Monk. It's Shuck again. Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Jalen Hurts. Cooper Kupp. And Jaquan Jennings. What up, dog? What's up, Bray? Good morning. 2 packs to go. 2 packs to go. 2 packs to go now. Joshua Downs, Jerome Ford, Will Anderson Jr., Torrey Horton, Trey Benson and Mike Rozier, Dominators Garrett Wilson for the Jets. Good morning, missus. James Cook for the Bills. It's a Bill. Jalen Waddle and Eli Manning. Kid Reporter. Nice, Bray. Derek Carr. J-Mo. Look at Jeff Garcia. Out of 50. Old Jeff Garcia. Quinshawn. Vernon Davis. Charles Woodson. What is that? That's purple? All the optic previews I've pulled right now are so far have been silver. So a purple optic preview. Out of 50, that's different. That's just different. Thanks, nope. I hadn't pulled one of these yet. Kyle Williams for the Pats. Out of 50. 9 out of 50. Henderson, Travion. Champ is here, Jahan Dotson, and Isaiah Pacheco. All right, it's helmet time. Do they know? Well, 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 Donorus. Trying to step your game up a little bit, I see. All right, it's helmet time. Helmet time, helmet time. Good luck, everybody. Hopefully, it's nasty. I hope that it's nasty. That had a lot of bass in it. All right, helmet, and then I'll do a quick recap. The vault has been opened. Uh-oh, drawstring. That's what I pulled a Tom Brady out of. All right, we're not going to peek. We're just going to see what it is. Good luck, everybody. And there is one of these in every break that I have for us today. Our first helmet of the morning is none other than a Baltimore Raven. And that Raven is... Can't even tell who that is. Hang on. Well, let's get the card. Rashad Bateman for the Ravens. That is, who is it? Brian Veen with the Rashad Bateman for the Ravens. Not a variation, just a regular, standard Ravens helmet. But we'll take it. And he's going back into his home. You go back in here too, Rashad. Let me put a little post-it on this real quick. And Mrs. is up bright and early this morning, even after Mr. and Mrs. being on really late last night. Thank Mrs. for filling in the overlay for us, folks. And Ravens was Brian. All right, let's do a quick recap here. Like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Had a lot of cards in it, didn't it? That Donruss box was pretty good. I don't see Mrs. drink coffee much. But if she gets a Pepsi, look out. Stand back. All right, quick recap. Not a lot of teams left in that break pinned at the bottom of your screen, that's for sure. Joe Montana, Jermaine Burton, Caleb Johnson, Saquon Barkley, missing nameplate Baker Mayfield, Caleb Johnson, Cam Scatabo, Kalen Bullock, Xavier Legette, Cam Scatabo, Marshawn Lloyd, Marvin Harrison Jr., Xavier Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Braylon Allen, Caleb Williams, Kyle Williams, Tyler Shuck, Colston Loveland, Jalen Milrow on the variation, Puka Nakua, Vita Vey, Ashton Genty, Jackson Dart, Travis Hunter, Jaden Daniels, Jeremiah, Micah Parsons, Jamal Charles, Richard Sherman, Jalen Noel, Jalen McMillan, Herbie, Omarion Hampton, Johnny Wilson, Shaq Thompson, Corey Trice was out of 299. That actually had a lot of cards in it. Wow. That was quite the break. That break has potential. I do a lot of breaks. That break has potential. Justin Herbert, Jackson Dart, Adonai Mitchell, Charles Woodson, Tyreek Hill, Caleb Williams, Jalen Milroe, Abdul Carter, Marshawn Lloyd was out of 10. Eddie George, I think just regular, Bray. Will Howard, Jordan Love, Christian Gonzalez, Shadir, Pat Bryant, missing nameplate, Bo Nix. Shamar Stewart, Matthew Golden, Tyler Warren, Deion Sanders, Roma Dunze, Paul Warfield, Jackson Dart, and Jaden Daniels. Get on out of here. I like Wild Cherry too. Jalen McMillan out of 99. Randy Moss. Drew Brees was out of 75 for the Saints. Tootin. Jeff Garcia out of 50. Travion Henderson. Kyle Williams was also out of 50. That's the first optic preview I've seen like that. 9 out of 50. Garrett Wilson. Tyler Shuck. Jalen Walker. Tyler Shuck. Randy White out of 425 on the patch. Jackson Dart. Matthew Golden out of 199 for the pack. Kenneth Walker the third on the checkerboard. Dak Prescott auto 22 out of 25. That's just kind of nice. And Jaden Daniels on the Unleashed. Whoops. Oh, hey, it's Kian. Kian, good morning. Good to see you, Kian. What a class act. It was Jerry Ditzel, Florida's. It was Jerry Ditzel. Rashad Bateman. Helmets last. Blasters first. I'm gonna buy a curtain for in here. I'm buying a curtain. We're buying curtains. We're getting blackout curtains in this streaming room. All right. Good luck, everybody. Next break is pinned at the bottom. And then if that fills rather quickly, we'll do baseball after that. A lot of you requested it, so we'll do it. Empty box. Maybe we can get it downtown on one of these. Oh, here, let's put this up there. Let's take that down. Take a screenshot if you need to for this break. All right. And you can go to YouTube if you need to see it too. It's always up there. It's up there now. Ah! CeeDee Lamb for them boys. Randall Cobb. Hi, Aries, Ray Lewis, and Trayvon Morig. Christian McCaffrey, Eric Dickerson, Zachary Wilson, and a silver Herbie. Not too bad. We'll take that. Who got the Chargers this time? Mr. Esquire did. We actually take these, believe it or not. Mooney, Higbee, Deontay Johnson, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he's a pretty good player. Rated rookie edition. Going to Chris. Randy Moss, Nick Chubb, David Johnson, and Nashawn Wright. We got a patch here. Chris Carson, Jeremy Chin, two Tiger Bag Raviolis for the Dolphins, and Russell the Bustle for the Seahawks. Good stuff. Vic. Jones. Fiocco. On the fire emoji. And Jared Goff legendary logos. Look at that. Now that blaster right there, I told y'all that a few times. I've opened a blaster exactly like that. That has that, and then a downtown in it. Now that one didn't, but I've opened enough of these blasters to know that they exist. So there are blasters in 2021 that have this in it, they have that in it, and they have a downtown in it. That just wasn't one of them. 2023. Empty. The Icky Shuffle. Joey Porter Jr. Ryan Tannehill. And Minka Fitzpatrick. Might be a patch in this one too. Aries, I saw that. Kalijah Cansey. Tank Dell. Demario Douglas on the patch and Chris Carter. What, just now, B-Wax? Hunter. Was it Wise? Garrett. Josh Jacobs and Richard Sherman. Nice, brother. Very nice. That's a we take those. John Elway, Tyler Lacey, Trey Tucker, and Jamal Williams. Poor Jamal. Is he even on a team? I don't even know if he's on a team anymore. Ogden, Tyreek Stevenson, Kendre Miller, and Ryan Tannehill. Josh Allen. Puka Nacua, we take those. Got the Rams. Copacetic, nice little grab there, brother. We'll take that. Looks good, too. Drew Sanders and Khalil Mack. All right. Phoenix International Mega Box. Empty box. Kyle Hamilton. Olakun. Wagner. Thompson. Andrews. Rashad White. And Quincy Williams for the Jets. And that's out of 88 for the Jets. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Basically the same one as this one, except there's no Optic 23 blaster, and there's a Origins International blaster in it. So a little bit more 25 than this one had. Mosley, Love, Carr, Brown, Terry McLaurin, Myles Garrett, and a Geno Stone out of 180 for the Bengals. Eckler, Brissett, McCaffrey, Hendrickson, Franklin, Contours, Russell Wilson, not numbered, and a DeMarcus Lawrence for the Cowboys out of 88. They're all glittery. Jonathan Taylor, DeMarcus Lawrence, Kyle Duggar, Evan Ingram, Patrick Mahomes, Trey Tucker, and Adonai Mitchell on the base. No, they were not. No, they were not. Copacetic, you're known to do that every once in a while. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okereke, Jalen Hurts, Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, Pittman, Dobbs, and a Trey McBride for the Cardinals out of 180. Anthony Richardson, Pacheco, Kirk, Lockett, Wilson, Braylon Allen for the Jets, not numbered, and a Xavier Worthy out of 180 for the Chiefs. All right, all right. All right, we got 2 hobbies and a helmet left. 2 hobbies and a helmet. Origins is up first. Mayberry needs a bear. He's calling for the... Oh. That's awfully chunky. Empty box. A thick old boy. Don't know if it's a... There's no booklet, but something's in here. All right, we got a good start here for the Browns. JG. How about a Shadur on the RPA? Right quick like. Take that. Behind Shadur, Jedi Barron. 2 out of 5 for the Broncos. Anybody know anything about Jedi Barron? Because that's a 2 out of 5. Going to Dylan USOB. 2 out of 5. This is from last year. Johnny Wilson. Yeah, this is a rookie last year. He's a cube. He's a corner. Okay. Yeah, this is from last year. Rookie. Look at this. How about a Future Fabrics Cam Ward? Nasty little patch out of 199 for the Titans. There you go, JD. That's kind of nasty. They did a good job. Look at the artwork on it too. They did a good job this year. Nico Collins out of 225. Tet out of 75 for the Panthers. Yep, we're taking that too. Oh, in the beginning, Malik Neighbors going to Doc Muty. Spin it. And a kid reporter. Spin it. Congrats, brother. That's kind of nasty. Mayberry, you're down to a Donruss and you're down to a helmet. But it can happen. We've seen it happen at the end. I don't know what's going on with this little gent here, but he's 2 out of 5. Super thick. That was a good little box there. It's the game we play, Mayberry. It's the game we play. I know you're all too familiar with it. That was a good box. And the Texans even got a little love. Look at that. All right, Donruss. Your turn. Tell if the patch is in there or not. Nope, there it is. Empty. They got them thick old patches up in this Donruss this year. Yes, they do. Davis, so good morning. Welcome into 238 breaks. I'll do my best to explain it. So these are card breaks. Sometimes they have different product in them, but ideally, the first thing I'd say to you is I'd watch before you ever hop in. But with that said, let's just say you went into the shop and you grabbed a team that's available. All that stuff in the description will be in the break. So let's just say you got the Cowboys. Every Cowboy that comes out of it would be yours. So if 20 Cowboys came out of it, you'd get 20 Cowboys. If 0 Cowboys came out of it, you'd get 0 Cowboys. That's how it works. But definitely just watch. You found a good place to just do that too, because there's a lot of different products. So you get whatever it is, whatever comes out of it. Tyler Algier. The only way that wouldn't happen is if there was 2 teams on a card, then it would go to the most expensive team in that break. Terrell Owens. Hey, look, it's another Tet. Jalen Noel out of 25 for the Texans. That's not bad. Check that out real quick. Jalen Polk. Dak Prescott. Lamar on the gridiron. That's tough. Oh, that's rough. Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence with an Adam Thielen. That's rough. That's rough. They might as well put a bonnet on a player. Nick. Thanks, I guess. Geno Stone, Kamara, Mike Green, Najee, Warren Moon, Elite Series Quinshon Judkins, Derek Harmon for the Steelers on the throwback, Super Bowl champs Eagles, Cortland Sutton, and Jake Plummer. Take care of Arkham's boy here real quick. Anna Judkins. Some of the Gridiron Kings are better than others. It was like that in the previous years too. That one's rough. That one's real rough. Baby Ruth. Jaden Reed. Trey Tucker. Jason Taylor for the Dolphins out of 99. There you go, Arkham. Elick. I am Manure. Kenneth Gainwell. Greg Rousseau. Nick Bonita. Tyler Warren for the Colts, Drake London, and Jordan Love. Oh, nice. Very nice. I want to see it downtown. Jordan, I just went over that, but I'll go over it one more again. First of all, if you've never gotten into a break, I don't recommend you getting into a break before you've watched many versions of breaks. But in its simplest form, you would go into the shop. You'd grab a team. All the product in that break would be part of the break. We'd open it all up. Let's say you got the Chiefs. You grab the Chiefs. Whatever Chiefs come out, you get. If it was 8 Chiefs, you get 8 Chiefs. If you get no Chiefs, you get no Chiefs. Kurt Warner, Tony Dorsett, Terrence Ferguson, Donovan McNabb, Hushman Zoli, Josh Jacobs for the pack, Tyler Warren on the throwback, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Champ is here, Malachi Corley, and Justin Fields. Mayberry, breathe, dog, breathe. need a beer. Come on. Come on now. Jalen Hurts. J.J. McCarthy. Drew Bledsoe on the red. Donovan Jackson. Shuck is the auto. Out of $2.99. That's not too bad. Some of these autos are actually pretty good. Who got the Saints? MD Hard. Take that. Byron Murphy. Josh Jacob. Cooper DeJean on the Elite Series. Tet on the Bomb Squad. Puka. And a Kid Reporter. Not bad. Not bad. Appreciate the gifts, Kim. Appreciate the likes, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And we'll put old DeJean up there too. Why not? Why not? Njoku. Darnell Mooney. It's Genty. Bo, Madison, another Tet. Tet's eating this box up. Maxwell Harrison for the Bills. Bo Nix, Myles Garrett, and Malik Neighbors. I like these little color matches here. Trent Green, Okonkwo, Puka on the red, Fannin Jr., Carl Eller, Zay Flowers, Brock Bowers on the Action All Pros, a nice little Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins, Christian Watson, and Edgerrin James. Looks like we've got a lot of squads off the board in the next break. Maybe in single digits. I'm not sure yet. Taylor. Bowers. Eric Dickerson, 10 out of 14. That's sick for the Colts. Take that. And I guess it has to do with... It has to do with the 14 TD runs that year in 1988 when Primo was 3 years old. Abdul Carter. Chris Jones. Joe Horn. Micah Parsons. Malik Neighbors. John Jefferson. And Ricky Parasol with the Kid Reporter. No, sir, Cardleson, we do not. Not right now, anyways. We are going to, here in the future, we're going to incorporate it. We're looking at incorporating them into our breaks. So, stay tuned. Mingo, Hester, Ladd McConkey, Jordan Watkins, Michael Penix Jr., another one, and another one. Ty Felton on the silver optic preview. Dominators, David Montgomery, Jordan Davis, Nick Bonito, and Justin Jefferson. Bro, I saw that. That was sick. Davis, stay tuned. When I'm done with these packs, you'll see exactly what it is. Just sit back, relax, grab you some coffee, get you a biscuit, and you'll know in no time at all. Komet, Smith, Graham, Derwin James Jr., Blake Corum, Aiden Hutchinson on the Diamond Kings, Gridiron Kings, Kenneth Grant for the Dolphins, Calvin Johnson on the Bomb Squad. Good to see him in product again. EJ Speed and Luke Musgrave. 10 squads remain in the next break. I don't know if this guy's any good or not, so I'll go ahead and take care of him, just in case. Oh, no, it's Fred. It's Fred. Good morning, BF. Culpepper, Chad Johnson, Tyler Loop, Devin Neal, Kirk Cousins, Julian Love, Luther Burden the third for the Bears. It's the Bears. Zach Bond, Kendre Miller, and Cooper Kupp. I'm going to judge all of them. Me and Mister are going to sit on red zone and laugh and point and laugh, and then we're going to point and laugh some more. And then it'll be our turn tomorrow. Well, I don't know about that game. George Kittle, Mike Williams, Jalen Noel, Gesicki, Burns, Mr. Rick Upchurch for the Broncos, Legend Series, Omarion Hampton for the Chargers, Gridiron Kings, Josh Sweat, Juwan Jennings, and Jalen Waddle. I don't know yet, Mayberry. Whatever it is, we're just going to have it brought to us. So we'll peruse our options. Mister hasn't had any bread all week. He might have had some this morning. I don't know. He might get here and he might not want anything at all. Maybe just annihilated bread all morning. I don't know. But as far as I know, he hasn't had any this week. So Downs, Ford, Fred Warner. No, it was he just said he was going to not eat bread he actually said through Friday, but he actually didn't have any Saturday either. Barron, Moss, Primo's had plenty of bread this week and will continue to. Zach Moss and Greg Dortch. Brian Robinson Jr. Oh, hold on. Bomb Squad DK Metcalf for the Steelers. That's kind of sick. Eli Manning, Pacheco, and the Kid Reporter. Here comes that big old patch. The patch of all patches. Derek Carr. Ozzie Newsome out of 500 for the Brownies. Shadir. Christian Benford. Justin Herbert. Breece Hall for the Jets out of 425. Looking good, Ace. Looking real good. We should be undefeated right now. Travion Henderson for the Pats. Patty Mahomes, Nick Chubb, and Boomer Esiason. The NC State Wolfpack snuck by the hair on their chinny chin chin in that game. Wow, oh, here, let's use one of these. How about that? Breece Hall. Go Blue. Jameson Williams, Jalen Ramsey, Mertz, JT for the Colts out of 199. Kenneth Walker III, Antonio Gibson, Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, Nolan Smith, Will McDonald IV, and DeAndre Swift. I'm getting older, Mayberry. I can't share. But I will say I'm kind of just at, like, I don't really gain. It just I'm at that point. I either lose or I stay at that point. I don't go beyond. And I was a very, very hefty teenager. Hefty teenager. Nothing but love. Josh Allen, Boyd, Horton, Tank Dell, DJ Moore, Jordan Addison on the Dominators. Throwback. Hey, it's my boy. Wonder if he's going to get another one-hand catch tomorrow. Will Howard for the Steelers, Smith, and Estime. Congratulations, Zach. Congratulations. Eric Dickerson, Adonai Mitchell, Miles Garrett, Quinshawn, Bryce Young, Kyron Williams, Elite Series Malik Neighbors for the G-Men, Jalen Hurts, Brandon Ayuk, and Tank Bigsby. Drake May, Jacoby Myers, Kelvin Banks Jr., Jackson Dart on the red, Cade Otton, Marquise Brown. Hey, what up, dog? Tyler Shuck, Testaverde, and Max Crosby with the Kid Reporter. The Lions showing up at the end. All right, we got the helmet to do. And it doesn't look like there's a ton left in that next break. It looks fairly filled up. Helmet time. And then I'll do a recap of all that. Y'all ready? 6 left to go. And then we'll do the baseball like you guys wanted to, and then maybe we can sneak one more football in before, football Sunday begins. I guess it depends on how fast the baseball fills. All right. Here we go. Good luck. And here's that helmet everybody's been talking about. It's right here. It's mini style. Good luck, everybody. Oh, no. Is that Goff? Jared Goff. Well now. What a beautiful helmet. It's your boy. It's Jared Goff. A little deed, Chris. A little deed. No, it is not a bear. It's the bear's dada. It's the bear's fascia. I like you. Congrats, brother. Let's get this back in here. Let me do this. Nice hit, bro. Just trying to make this easy for everybody because we've done quite a few helmets around here. So, all right. Quick recap, and then I'll get the next break up there. Mrs., can you hear me? If you can hear me, they want to do the baseball break. Not the one with, so the one with Chrome, Hobby, Chrome, Jumbo, Prism, and Tier 1. If you can hear me. I don't even know if she's there. I could just be talking to nobody. If anything, I can get it up there. Appreciate you, Justin. Nope, it was Jared Goff. So if she can't hear me, you guys just have to bear with me for a second. Judkins. Noel was out of 25. Braylon Allen. Tet. Xavier Worthy. Trey McBride. Josh Jacobs. Good old Lamb Jack. Quincy Williams and Ozzie Newsome. Johnny Wilson. DeMarcus Lawrence. Puka Nacua, rookie. Josh Jacobs. Herbie. Fiocco. Tua. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Nico Collins. Lions ended up with a pretty good break there. Shadir on the RPA. Jackson Dart. Tesla. Shuck. JT. Travion. DK and Calvin. Ty Felton. Cooper DeJean. Shuck on the auto. Rookie auto out of 299 for the Saints. Tyler Warren. Derek Harmon. Brees Hall out of 425. Tesla. Will Howard and Kenneth Grant. Quinn Ewers. Jason Taylor out of 99. Tet was out of 75. Cam Ward Patch out of 199. Eric Dickerson out of 14. Omarion Hampton. Luther Burden III. Tet. Jedi Barron. 2 out of 5 rookie auto on the proving grounds for the Broncos. And in the beginning, Malik Neighbors for the G-Men. And of course, the Jared Goff helmet. All right, let me get this next break up there. And then we'll do a baseball just as you requested. And if that one fills rather quickly, maybe we'll run the break that's almost full now one more time before NFL. That is the break that we were about to do. Take a screenshot of that if you feel the need to. If not, all replays will be on YouTube forever and always. Don't worry about that. All right, it's ripping time. Good luck, everybody. Let's get after it. Baseball is pinned at the bottom of your screen, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to obviously do the blaster first. Then we'll do that one. Then we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And the helmet will be last. Okay? Helmet's last. Are we centered? Somewhat. I'm trying to stay out of the sun. So, good luck. Ripping time is here. One more time. Not yet, Jazz. Not yet. Empty. Plumber. Ebron, Javon Holland, and Diami Brown. He's actually playing quite a bit for, was it the Jags, I think? Go ahead and put him up there to begin with. Baseball is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Probably the cheap, yeah, that's the cheapest baseball break I've ever put up. So good luck with that. Cunningham, Chuba Hubbard, Najee Harris, and Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman showing up today. Maybe maybe he gets first touchdown on Monday. I sure hope not. But maybe. Devontae Adams, Michael Thomas, Tommy Trimble, and Chaz Surratt. Mike Williams, A.J. Brown, Kenneth Gainwell, and Ramondre Stevenson for the Pats. Brad, I hope so. I hope you're right. Gibson, Murray, Jamar Jefferson, and a Sayshawn for the G-Men. Going to Doc Muty. Sonny, you got him this time, didn't you? Byron Jones, Joe Mixon, Jalen Phillips, and on the My House rookie, Justin Fields. Excellent, B-Wax. I'll take it. Who did Fred get in this? I'm trying to... Oh, the Jags. Empty box. Caleb Johnson. Ty Felton. CeeDee Lamb on the original gridiron for the Cowboys. Alec Pierce, Joe Namath, and Jalen Wright. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck. Baseball pin at the bottom. You wanted it. You got it. I wonder if the Reds are there. Reds are gone. Reds are gone. Okay. Higgins, Mason Graham, Jaden Blue for the Cowboys, John Elway, Brock Purdy, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Oh, Sonny. Sonny. Oh. Oh. Trevor Etienne, Tez Johnson, Jackson Smith on the original gridiron, Zaire Franklin, Mike Sandstrel, and Patty Mahomes. Kid Reporter. Quinn, Elick, Tyler, Jaden Blue for the Cowboys out of 249, Owosu, and Lambjack. Appreciate you hopping in that baseball, Eric. Appreciate you. And ultimately, however fast that baseball fills will determine on whether or not we'll be able to do another football or not. But I did want to cater to you guys because it wasn't like one person asked for baseball. Quite a few of you said you wanted baseball, so that's why it's up there. It's up there right now, and there's a Gibby in your upper left-hand corner right this instant. I already know. He came in here and told me immediately. RJ Harvey, Trey Harris, Jackson Dart on the variation. There we go. That's nice. Mason Graham for the Browns out of 199, DJ Moore, and Derrick Henry. 13 squads left in the baseball, folks. You heard it. You heard it. Trey, come on, man. You got the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Cam Ward, Graham Mertz, Malachi Starks, Travis Hunter for the Jags, take that. Tony Pollard and Christian Wilkins. Indeed. That's exactly who I got, Primo. Well done. No, it's the insert. It's the variation that comes in the blasters. Pop man. All right, here we go. Oh, were you now? Let's get a gold. Let's get a gold. Empty. Not a lot left from what Kim's telling me in that baseball break. St. Brown, Butker, Olave, and Mixon, Harris, Etienne, and a Malik Washington for the Miami Dolphins out of 88 from the University of Virginia. 11 left. Hopkins, Mack, Greenlaw, Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, Raheem Mostert, and Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford out of 180 for the Rams. And it doesn't matter to me. I didn't know, like, baseball might be the last break of the morning. Slayton, Jefferson, Johnson, McBride, Williams, Chris Carter and Treasure tandems. That's not numbered, but we'll take it. And a Jesse Bates III for the Falcons out of 40. Take that too. No, it's not numbered, but still, we'll take it. Amari Cooper, Gus Edwards, Chris Jones, Tosif Burrow, Patrick Queen, Trevor Lawrence, and our base rookie is a Tyrion Arm. I like David Montgomery, Allen, London, Waddell, Evans, Wilson, and a Mason Smith out of 180 for the Jags. All right, here it is. No gold this time. Daniil, Herbie, Devontae, Honey Badger, Andrews. Ooh, that's nice. That is numbered. Rattler on the contours out of 80. That's a nice card. 74 out of 80, and J.C. Latham was out of 88 for the Titans. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that card. That's a nice. I can't look. Yeah, you can see it. That's nice. That's nice. All right, it's Origins, then Donruss, then the helmet, and then baseball. James, good morning. What's going on, Jimmy? All right, empty box. Oh, you got your boys. I just now saw it, Florida's. Well, looky here. How about Quinn Ewers on the RPA out of 99 right quick? Take those. Mr. Shuck has been showing up this morning out of 49 for the Saints. Take that too. 36 out of 49. Youngway for the Falcons out of 199. Antonio Gates, rise to the hall out of 199 for the Chargers. He gone. Sayshawn out of 50 for the Eagles. We'll take that. Going to Holly Creek. Calvin Alston the third out of 225. And a Kyle Williams with the Kid Reporter. Sayshawn Barkley. Sayshawn Barkley. It's a good box. Youngway was in there, but still a good box. Saints are eating. Youngway lost his job, but it's cool. I like that, Bray. I like that a lot. Youngway. If you squint, it looks like he's wearing a Niners helmet, World of Sports. Donruss time. There's that big old patch. Empty box. And we still got the helmet over there. Not sure if we're in single digits on the baseball yet, but baseball is pinned at the bottom. McFadden, Kyle Van Noy, Riley Leonard, Terrence Ferguson for the Rams is out of 199. Joe Mixon, Taysom Hill, Randy Moss on the Gridiron Kings, Michael Penix Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., and Zach Ertz. $11. Oh, 11. 10. Mrs. says 10 now. You heard me. That might be the last one. I don't know. Could be. Santrell, Levis, Tony Dorsett out of 500. ETN, Micah Parsons, Connor, Elite Series Mason Graham for the Browns, Jackson Dart on the Bomb Squad, Geno Smith, and Cameron Jordan. Yeah, James, I feel like Baker Mayfield's going to have a good day. 3+ touchdowns. A.J. Brown, Ramondre Stevenson, Patty Mahomes color match, Lambert Smith, Travis Kelce, Dylan Gabriel for the Brownies. Is that one numbered? It is out of 50. Luther Burden III for the Bears, Bryce Young Bomb Squad, Spinneroonie, Devontae Wicks, and C.J. Stroud. Thank you, Nadia. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. Nadia says good luck. Right? It's like, come on now. Emmitt Smith, Eric Armstead, Jaden Blue, Isaiah Likely, DeMarvion Overshone, Travion Henderson for the Pats, Matthew Golden for the Pack. That's kind of nice. Go Sonny. Quinyon, Keenan Allen, and Tyreek Hill. They are nice, Nadia. I like them too. They did a little bit better this job, they did a little bit better job this time. Yes, they certainly did. Baseball break pinned at the bottom. Per request from the 238 crew. Grossman, Daniels, Thornton Jr., Stewart. I may, Sonny. I haven't had a chance yet, so I'll do all that right before. I'll see what's what. Bryce Young, Jalen Carter, Luvu. Luvu's got a card. Joe Ferguson and Kid Reporter. 9 remaining in baseball. 9 remain. Coker, Chancellor, Jack Sawyer, Demario Douglas, ETN Jr., Brian Robinson Jr., Besh, Samuel Darnold for the Seahawks. Hopkins and Breeze. Hang on, let's get some of this base over here real quick. Samuel, Tillman, Charbonnet, McCord, Brunell, Bucky Irving, Josh Jacobs on the Dominators, Stroud, Jewell, and Theo Johnson. Jake with the massive shares to absolutely who knows. Saquon Barkley, Russell Wilson, Zabel, Calvin Ridley, Xavier McKinney, Shadur Sanders for the Brownies, Jalen Milroe on the Gridiron Kings, Milton Williams, Josh Hines Allen, and Sam Laporta. Highly doubtful, Browns and Indians. Highly doubtful. Arkham's been awfully quiet. He's been awfully quiet in here today. Usually he has comments and stuff. He's Jamar Chase, Jordan Addison, missing nameplate Jeremiah Owosu Koromoa, Jalen Milroe, Fred Warner, DeMarcus Robinson, a little Michael Williams for the Niners, Jaden Daniels Bomb Squad, Gabriel Davis, and Alex Anzalone with the Kid Reporter. It's a Niner. It's a Niner. It's true. It's true. Haven't hit the auto yet either. Yeah, these are probably the best ones in there, in my opinion, so far. Baseball is in the shop, and if we want to have any hope and dream of a final football break, I don't know. It's 10:30 now. That means it's 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know. Dalton Schultz, Hunter Henry, Eamon Worry, Koromoa, Howie Long, Ricky Williams for the Dolphins on the Gridiron Kings. Okay. Jaden Higgins. Sayshawn doing Sayshawn type deeds. Baker Mayfield and Michael Wilson. Sayshawn. Sayshawn. Barkley. Mike Evans. Jeffrey Simmons. Xavier McKinney. Dylan Sampson. Ooh, that's sick. JDK, look at that. Bomb Squad Shadur out of 75. That's nasty. That's nasty. Oh, we take those. That's nasty. Nice hit. There it is. Ty Johnson. Legend Series Mike Singletary. Oren Burks. Rich Gannon and Troy Franklin. That's sick. No, Mustard. If there's any okay place, it's here. Richardson. Charles. Felton, Kirk, another Tet, Aaron Rodgers, Fairbairn, and Brees Hall. Tet. Tadayukin. Appreciate that follow. Appreciate that follow. Trey McBride, Eddie Pinheiro, Calvin Ridley, Travion Henderson, Garrett Wilson, Quentin Johnston, Ty Felton for the Falcons. Let's see here. Tosif Burrow, Rashi Rice, and Rick Upchurch. Here's that big old patch. Today, Junior. Hubbard, Sanders, Mr. Upchurch out of 500 this time. Jordan James, Luke Kuechly, Darius Davis. Well, looky there, it's old boy. Kirby Joseph out of 425 for the Lions. Myles Garrett on the Gridiron Kings. Reed Blankenship and Osa Odigizua. Big old patch. The big old patch. Willie Anderson Jr., Brian Thomas Jr., Justin Fields for the Jets. That might be his first Jets card. Dylan Gabriel, Caden Ellis, TJ Watt, AJ Brown on the Action All Pros. That's pretty cool. Legend Series Eric Allen, back-to-back Eagles there. Chase Brown and Stephon Diggs. That's pretty cool. I like that. Action All Pros. And I'm going to put Fields up there too. 3 packs left. Yes, they could have. Some of them are. Some of the ones out of 100, Sonny, are nice. 425s are kind of Jim Kelly, Vita Vey, Jackson Hawes, Golden Tate, Kyle Pitts, Dominators Jordan Addison, Throwback Luther Burden III, O'Doyle Rules, Lad McConkey, Samuel Darnold, and Jared Goff, Kid Reporter. Tony Richardson, Hines Ward, JT, Marvin Harrison Jr., Quincy Williams, L'Jarius Sneed, Elite Series Jackson Dart, Glamour Shots, Caleb Williams Bomb Squad, Braylon Allen, and John Lynch. 9 left in baseball. It's kind of looking like baseball is going to be the last one, because I don't want to make it to where we're even thinking about not being able to watch the kickoff. So baseball is going to be the last one, which is fine. You guys asked for it, so hopefully it'll get there. It'll get there. 9's kind of where it usually sits at anyways for some reason. Khalil Shakir, Chris Olave, Scourton, Savion for the Pack, Levante David, Daniil Hunter, Tesla, Jackson Dart, Alec Pierce, and Patty French Fries. Yeah, the only way I'd even put a football break in there right now is if they just all magically were gone. All right, it's helmet time. Let me take care of this Jackson Dart first. All right, perfect. And then I'll do a recap. Helmet time. It is, Prince. It is. All right, helmet number 3 of the morning. Psst. Oh, the card's out. Ooh. Ooh. I'm not looking. All right, here we go. Well, let's just see what happens with the baseball. But there is one thing we could do. I did not. How could I? It was always flat. You can go back to the video and watch. All right, here we go. Number 3. Good luck. All right, it was a Niner. Let's see which Niner it is. It's on the alternate, too. It looks like Steve, but I'm not sure. Let me take the card out. Steve Young it is. Kraken knew. Steve Young it is. He was like, can I get not one Niner base card, you said. Not one Niner base card, you said, World of Sports. And then there was Steve Young. Ta-da! Nice hit. And it's on the alternate, what do they call it? Yeah, alternate version. The alternate version. And Kraken knows his helmets. Yes, he does. Steve Young. Slate. Thank you, JJ. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Exactly that. Appreciate you, Florida's finest. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, bro. Hope y'all get some nice relaxing in, have some good food, and watch some good football. All right, now let me do this, and then I'll get the baseball break up there. All right, perfect. 5 to go on the baseball. Ooh. Man, y'all are trying to make it. Nah. I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. Because I've only got one left from that anyways. If y'all want to, when the baseball breaks over, we can do one singular football divvy. Just one. Just one. Only one. Football helmet divvy. Only one. One. One helmet divvy. And that's it. That's all I can do for you. Mister might come in here and smack me on the back of the head anyway, so I gotta do a recap. He'd be like, what are you doing divvies with that helmet? I told you could do that. Yeah, because I don't think I'm, so that would have been the last one that I had planned for the morning, you guys, in my break, so. And I don't want to overstep my bounds because I know that Noah and Kobe are going to be on tonight. So I want it to be fair to them as well. But I think I can get away with doing just one. Hey, the baseball break's got to fill first. See? Jackson Dart on the variation. See, she's spoken. Now what y'all gonna do? See? Yeah. Jackson Dart, Mason Graham, Quinn Ewers, Jesse Bates, Mason Graham, Calvin Alston III, Tyler Warren, Jaden Blue, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Carter and Randy Moss, Saquon Barkley, Diami Brown, Travis Hunter, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Fields, Spencer Rattler Contours. That's one of the cooler cards that came out of this. Out of 80. Matthew Stafford, Cam Ward, Jaden Blue, and Ramondre Stevenson. Malik Washington, Rashad Bateman, Randy Moss and Tesla, Justin Fields, McMillan, Shadir, Travion, Antonio Gates out of 199, Quinn Ewers RPA was out of 99, Jackson Dart, Kirby Joseph Patch, Josh Jacobs, Tony Dorsett, Jackson Dart, Terrence Ferguson, Shuck was out of 49 on the auto, Matthew Golden, Savion Williams, Jackson Dart, Caleb Williams, AJ Brown, Rick Upchurch, Tat, missing nameplate Jeremiah Owosu Koromoa, Michael Williams, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Milroe, Patty Mahomes, Dylan Gabriel out of 50, 27 out of 50. Browns 8, didn't they? Saquon Barkley out of 50, and Shadur Sanders out of 75, 53 out of 75 on the bomb squad. That is sick. Absolutely sick. I can't wait to see more of those. And we'll get to ripping. And as promised, we got plenty of time. We can do, hey, you never know. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. They could end up being the team to have. Once we get this ripped, we'll do one singular divvy for a mini helmet for football. But we've got this to go first. Yep, that's the break we're breaking. Just want to make sure it was right. And if you have any questions about who you have, don't worry. I've got it on a sheet right over here. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to end with tier 1. We're going to end with tier 1. All right. Good luck, everybody. And maybe I'll just throw that divvy in there once we're done ripping this, okay? Good luck. A little baseball on a Sunday morn. And you do get all cards. Anybody that might be in this, and I didn't say that, you do get all cards. So even though if I don't top load it right here this second, they will be, if they deserve it. Tatis, Bellinger, Nathaniel Lowe, and Jose Altuve. Wait a minute, how many autos? So there's 3 in that, 3 in that. That's 6, 7, 8, 9 autos. What was I thinking? Connor Gillespie, Pete Fairbanks for the Rays, Mr. Skeens, and Jonathan India, former Cincinnati Red. The Mets played the Cubs next. Did you hear me, Doc? Doc. It's Blake Dunn. Mrs. I guess you can just go ahead and put it in there. She can put it in here now, because I think anybody that's going to want to get in it is here. So you can put it in here, and then I'll do it after I'm done ripping. So Mrs. is probably going to put the divvy in like now. That way she can be done and do what she wants to do. So let's let her be free. Thank you, Mrs. She's just going to put the divvy in there now for the helmet, and that's that. And then we'll do it at the end. Logan Driscoll for the Rays, rookie. Mason Wynn and Byron Buxton. One helmet divvy is going up. Oh, Doc, I was talking about how the Mets have to play the Cubs next. That's all. You know? Dylan Cease, Morel. Wilson Contreras for the Cardinals, and Sean Manaea. Mayberry. So will Ellie De La Cruz. Tyler Gentry. Dylan Dingler on the auto for the Tigers. I knew I was going to pull a Dylan Dingler auto today. It's Dylan Dingler. Kobe Mayo for the Orioles and Bryce Harper. There it is. Helmet divvy. And that's the only one. Thank you, Mrs. If I don't see you, enjoy your Sunday. Henriquez. Will Warren. Hunter Renfroe and Royce Lewis. Oh, sorry, Hunter. My bad, dog. My bad, dog. And it looks like they're flying. There probably isn't very many left. Will Wagner. Helmet's closed. Jesse Winker for the Mets. Yamamoto for the Dodgers and Pete Alonso. Paul Skeens. Emmanuel Clase out of 50. Gold wave for the Guardians. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Freddie Freeman. Is that who they're playing right now, Cam? We never beat the Dodgers. The Reds, I don't think we beat the Dodgers maybe 4 times in the last 7 years. Josh Lowe. Ben Rice for the Yankees. Quan for the Guardians. And Mitchell. Show me the Quan. Edwards. Corey Seager. Julio Rodriguez for the Seattle Mariners and Pasquantino. Riley Green. Sonoja. Chris Bassett for the Blue Jays and Nick Gonzalez. Ooh, nice, Mayberry. That's sick. Okay. Driscoll. Teodoso for the Angels. Francisco Lindor and Willie Adames. Mr. Lindor. Woods had him a pretty good year. What happened to batting averages, though? It's like they're non-existent anymore. Can y'all stop striking out or whatever? Merrill. Tristan. Jordan Alvarez and Logan Gilbert. Can a player hit a double every once in a while? I mean, come on. Jack for the Angels. Leon for the Astros. Tarek Skubal for the Tigers on the refractor, and Alec Burleson. Adley Rushman, Chris Sale, Jose Ramirez for the Guardians, and Adolis Garcia. I just hope the Reds sign somebody in the offseason. We haven't signed anybody in like 3 years. Grant McCrae, Corbin Burns, Austin Wells, and Hunter Green. Hunter had a complete game the other day. Thank you for the gifts, Jess. I hope you and yours are doing absolutely spectacular. Suigano, Malloy, Ayers and Aaron Judge, and Hernandez for the Dodgers. Singa. Billy Cook for the Pirates. Gleyber Torres for the Tigers. And Tovar. Don't you do that to me. Don't you do that to me. And a Billy Cook for the Pirates. For the Buccos. It's the Buccos. And Jack Napier. It's Rhett Lauder, Jung Hoo Lee, Aaron Judge, and Alex Bregman. Mason Wynn, Jake Bloss, Lou Bob for the White Sox, and Dansby Swanson. There you go, stinking ships. Luba. All right, on to Prism. Now, Prism's not licensed. I opened one box yesterday. I don't dislike it. It's okay. I have to maybe decipher a little bit more than I normally have to, but it's not bad because it's Prism. Let's see what we can get today. Empty. Yeah, Mayberry, it is. But like I said, they're still not bad. I like the selection and the people that's in it. So, Spencer Jones, Ken Griffey Jr., Jared Thomas, Juan Gonzalez, Aiden Miller, Yoho for the Brew Crew, Don Mattingly for the Yankees out of $4.99. Bradfield Jr. for the Orioles. Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Ben Hess, Mayer, and Mac Horvath. Timu Tops. Hello, Samantha. And it's got 3 autos in it, so... Levi Wells, Aaron Judge, John Smoltz, Andrew Jones, Roger Clements, Drew Burris, Gil Hodges for the Dodgers out of $4.99, Kyle Teal for the White Sox on the Red Wave, Hagen Smith for the White Sox out of $1.99, Sasaki, Ford, and Juan Valera. Whitey Ford. Albert Pujols. Whoa, watch it there, Dylan Head. Adrian Gonzalez. Slade Caldwell. Charlie Condon. Augustin Ramirez for Miami. That is out of $1.99. Nelson Cruz for Texas. Luis Angel Acuna for the Mets. Susana, Sandoval, and Young. The cards are still clean. Look. For unlicensed. Chase Medroth, Kobe Mayo. Bubba Chandler, Connor Griffin. Sanford, Upton. Jacob Mizorowski for the Brew Crew. That is out of $4.99. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies out of $25. That's nice. And on the dingers, Maggie. How about that? Take that, MG. Chase Davis, Kiero, and Chris Davis. On the dingers. It's a good little pack. That was a good little pack. Daddy Guerrero, Kalen Culpepper, Greg Maddox, Mariano Rivera, Christy Mathewson, Ive Pudge, Jace LaViolette, and that is out of $2.99. Keston Kierstad for the Orioles, Nick Kurtz on the Fireworks, rookie, Ricky Henderson, Michael Young, and Reggie Jackson. Yeah, no kidding, James. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, all right, well. Yordani for the Red Sox, Ethan Holiday, Kiki, Josh Gibson, Grover Alexander, Bobby Witt Jr., Yui Min Lin for the Diamondbacks, JC Escara for, I can't tell if that's Yankees or Mets. Looks like Yankees. That's Yankees. Kumar Rocker, Gil Hodges, Lou Gehrig, and Jang. And there was an auto in that pack, Jim. It is out of 49. Norby, Scott, Schmidt, Encarnacion, Walcott. Didn't expect him to be in there. Hideki Matsui for the Yankees. Going to Doc. Brady House for the Nationals out of $2.99. Jack Leiter for the Rangers. Dingers, Hideki Matsui. Wow. Kinsler, Ramirez, and Nori. Hideki. A lot of numbered cards, actually. Gordon, Farmello, Waldschmidt, Wagner for the Blue Jays, Gary Sheffield, Tom Sagassi, Tommy Troy for the Diamondbacks out of 149, Bronson Arroyo out of, it's a refractor. Is that? Yeah, okay. Rhett Lauder, Salas, Pedro Martinez, and Marcelo Mayer. I thought it was numbered, but it's not. Should have one more auto. Savage, James Wood, Lindsey, Roby, Molina, Allen, Benito Santiago for the Giants out of 499. Josuar Gonzalez for the Giants on the red wave. Bryce Rayner for the Tigers. Horvath, Fielder, and Ryan Johnson. Old Benito. I still got 5 autos sitting to my right over here. York, Pee Wee Reese, Austin Ramirez. Hang on, let me get Ryan Johnson in his right spot. There we go. Augustin Ramirez, Tink Hintz. All right. Mason Wynn, Junior Caminero, George Lombard Jr., and that is out of 199. Andy Pettit on the refractor. Dingers, David Ortiz, Frank Thomas, Lou Gehrig, Hyun Suk Jang. Now, there wasn't one dinger in the hobby box I opened yesterday. Not a one. This one's had like 3 or 4. Carter Johnson, Chandler Simpson, Chase DeLauder, Tony La Russa, Rod Carew, Matt Shaw, Bobby Miller for the Dodgers out of 99. Kyle Manzardo for the Guardians. Christian Moore for the Angels. Kiero Davis and Ricky Henderson. Kyle Manzardo. I try. Absolutely. And then we've got the Jumbo and the Tier 1 still. Randy Johnson, Campbell, Arias, Dowdy, Morlando, Baker, Vladdy Guerrero, Dada, out of 149. Tommy White on the refractor, Chase Dollinger, George King Griffey Sr., and Miles Naylor. Let me get this base over here. There's a lot of base in that prism. Should have 3 autos in here too. Empty box. Bader, Schwarber, Reynolds, Realmoto, Schneeman, Tyler Stevenson. He had a home run last night on the negative for the Reds. Ronald Acuna Jr., Freddie Freeman, Xavier Edwards for the Marlins, James Wood, and Cody Bellinger. Yeah, King Drew, it differs. It all depends. Especially, like, there's different products and stuff like that, too. A Rosarina, Siri, Guerrero Jr., Manny Machado, Basso, Jose Ramirez, Paul Skeens on the Fortune 15, Brandon Lockridge for the Padres, Suigano for the Orioles, Blake Dunn, and Morrill. It's already filled, Florida. It's already filled. It got murked. And we'll do that after this. Bless you. Wilson Contreras, Ryan Bliss, Michael King, Connor Norby, a Parker Dunshee for the Braves. The Braves show up a lot. Going to Fred. Fred, you're awfully quiet out there. Julio Rodriguez, Rafael Devers, Singa for the Mets, Sonoja, and Casas. There's one auto. Should be two more. Should be two more. Bassett, Skubal, Renfroe and Alvarez, Jacob Wilson for the A's, Otto Lopez, Corbin Carroll, Ty France, Rhett Lauder for the Reds. That's nice. Pedro Leon and Chris Sale. That's nice. Going to Trey. Reds are showing up in this box tray. Quan, Torres, Lubov, Nacho Alvarez, Salvi Perez. Ooh. James Wood out of 99 for the Nationals going to Fred. Fred, how do you do it every time? Who do you think you are, mister? And he hasn't put one singular thing in the chat. He's just out there somewhere watching. Kevin Alcantara, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mason Wynn, and Will Warren with a Paul Skeens. Very nice. Candelario, Ozzy Albies, Michael Harris II, Reese Hines, Joey Bart, Bradley Blaylock, Jaron Duran, Montero for the Tigers, Grant McCray for the Giants, Ben Rice and Corey Seager. This box has been pretty good. Should have two more autos too. Tyler Anderson, Josh Naylor, Yamamoto, McDermott, Eddie Eugenio Suarez, Cade Povich, son of Maury, for the Orioles, auto. Adolis Garcia, Wyatt Langford, Ronald Acuna Jr. on the refractor, Malloy, and Young Hooley. I did, James. I did. He came back. Came back for more. Yep. Connie Chung she did not accept the original results. Mookie Betts, William Contreras, Nolan Arenado, Greg Jones, Tanner Beebe, Michael McGreevy, Yordan Alvarez for the Astros, Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers, Dylan Cruz for the Nationals on the refractor, Jake Bloss, and Corbin Burns. Should have one more auto here. Scherzer, Fitzgerald, Nolan Gorman, Aaron Judge, Stuart Baroa, Brandon Lowe for the Rays out of 250. We'll take that. Adley Rushman, Vincenzo for the Astros, Juan Yepes for the Nationals, Richard Fitz, and Julio Rodriguez. Logvian. Paul Goldschmidt, Nick Castellanos, Trevor Story, Justin Verlander, Roki Sasaki, Hyesung Kim for the Dodgers. That's nice. Brooks Lee for the Twins. River Ryan for the Dodgers. Look at this. Caden Dana for the Angels. Belozo and Hader. That was an excellent pack. Still one more auto. And a tier 1. And then I'll do a recap of this baseball break, and then I'll do a roll call on the divvy for the helmet. And we should have plenty of time before any games kicked off. Good card. Mark Vientos. Devin Williams, Ian Happ, Drew Romo, and Kerry Carpenter. Dylan Cruz on the auto for the Nationals. Nationals 8. Old Fred came in here and laid down the law, folks, out of 199. He's been known to do that a time or two. Take that, too. Congrats, bro. Okay. Kobe Mayo. Evan Carter for the Rangers. Max Fried for the Yankees. Spencer Swellenbach and Spencer Horowitz. One pack to go, and then tier 1. Had a lot of good cards come out of these boxes. We'll take them. Jackson Churio, Jeff McNeil, Logan Webb, Darren Baker for the Nationals, Juan Soto, Leo Jimenez, James Wood Power Players, Marcus Semien for the Rangers, Gustavo Campero for the Angels, DJ Hers, and Anthony Santander. All right, tier 1, what you got for us? Right quick? There's been plenty of James Woodses, Brady. I don't remember if there was any Christian Moores, to be honest. I'm just being honest, that's all. Let me get this base wrangled in here real quick. All right, we're good. All right, tier 1. Good luck. James needs a hero. Empty box. Good luck, everybody. We've got Chris Sale for the Braves out of 125. Heston Kierstad for the Orioles on the patch out of 75, 39 out of 75. Take that C9. For the Twins, Buxton out of 199. That's kind of nice. Byron Buxton out of 199 for the Twins. And our last card is a Derek Lee for the Marlins out of 99. He was a complete and total monster, Derek Lee was. 85 out of 99 for the Marlins. And that's going to Mayberry at the wire. Take that, Mayberry. Yep, we'll take an old Derek Lee. You too, Fred. Appreciate you, bro. Good to see you, my friend. Always welcome. He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he sure did, Jamie. All right, let's do a quick recap. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And then whoever's in that divvy, give me a second. I'll fill out that sheet and do a roll call, and we'll do that helmet to end it out. Derek Lee, little Buxton action. Matsui was in there. I'm not disliking Prism. But I've only done 2 boxes, so. But 2 boxes in, I'm not disliking it. Definitely, Doc. No Ellies this go round. Decent amount of James Woodses, though. All right. Recap. We've got Gleyber Torres, Jose Ramirez, Tarek Skubal, Aaron Judge, James Wood, Enrique Bradfield Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Clase out of 50, Don Mattingly, Teodoso, Lindor, Guerrero Jr., Wilson Contreras, Logan Driscoll and Yamamoto, Kobe Mayo rookie, Paul Skeens, Jack Leiter, Vladdy Dada out of 149. Clayton Kershaw, Dylan Cruz, Rhett Lauder, Brandon Lockridge, George Lombard Jr. was out of 199. Benito Santiago, Josuar Gonzalez, Tommy Troy, Bronson Arroyo, Brady House, Keter Montero, Grant McCray, Julio Rodriguez, Suigano, Tyler Stevenson negative, Bobby Miller was out of 99, Manzardo auto for the Guardians, David Ortiz, Campero, Brooks Lee rookie, Dano rookie, Lowe out of 250, Cade Povich auto rookie, Ronald Acuna refractor, Matt Shaw was out of 25, 21 out of 25. Nelson Cruz, Lou Bob, Gil Hodges, Yumin Lin, Jace LaViolette, Kyle Teal, Hagen Smith, Matsui, Nick Kurtz rookie, Jacob Mizorowski for the Brew Crew, Maggie Cabrera on the Dingers, Augustin Ramirez, Aaron Judge, Billy Cook, James Woods, Kobe Mayo, Hai-Sung Kim, River Ryan, Kevin Alcantara, Dylan Dingler auto for the Tigers, Escara for the Yankees, Matsui for the Yankees out of 49, Parker Dunshee for the Braves, James Wood out of 99, Dylan Cruz auto out of 199, Heston Kierstad out of 75 for the Orioles, Chris Sale, Derek Lee out of 99, and Byron Buxton out of 199 on the Tier 1. Little Hanson, have a great day. Buck, we're about to do one more here. We did have a couple of decent ones, but let's see what's in this last one that we did a divvy for, and then we're all going to go and watch some football. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Just watch us. Again, Noah and Kobe will be on tonight. I think they'll be on tomorrow night too, and you might even get a little surprise appearance from Mister on Monday morning. No guarantees, and I'll be back Tuesday morning because I'm gonna watch the Lions play Monday night. Win or lose, I'm watching. So let's see who got what in this divvy here. And Mrs. already has it up there. Look at that. She don't play no games, y'all. I done told you. All right. Trey got the AFC North. HSN Dog with the East. Jazz with the South. MG with the West. Derek with the North, NFC North. Doc with the NFC East. Ace with the NFC South. And the NFC West is Mayberry. All right, let me grab it. There it is. Take that down. There it is. Take a screenshot if you feel the need to. It's helmet time. Good luck. Could be anybody, as long as they're on the checklist. Need a Bucky helmet. Well, let's just see here. Good luck, everybody. Here it is. Last one of the day. Oh, it would be them. The Green Bay Packers, and that is Sterling Sharp. That's kind of sick. Who had the NFC North? Derek. That's sick. Sterling Sharp. I don't imagine he shows up very much. Even though he's in the set, I doubt he shows up very much. That's sick. And it's the Packers. Of course it's the Packers. My nemesis team. Congratulations. Get that glare off of there for you real quick so you can see it. Not bad at all. A little Sterling. Appreciate you, Derek. All right, folks. Football is right around the corner. We only got a few minutes before it all begins. I'll be, like I said, Noah and Kobe will be on tonight. You may get a surprise appearance from Mr. on Monday. You may not. Then I think Noah and Kobe's probably on Monday night too. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Whatever it is, we'll be on. Noah and Kobe is definitely on tonight. Let's just leave it at that. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. As a Lions fan, I feel weird. Hey, at least it was like somebody really nasty. Like, Sterling Sharp's one of the best, period. Like, no doubt. No doubt about it. But I'm going to go ahead and